How could
That
he?
that should tell you right there that he's a terrible champion.
He's a terrible champion because he died to
I
creation.
can't even I can't even auto attack and farm. I was spamming my Q and my W while watching middle to make sure that the lane stayed okay, and the creeps overwhelmed me. And
You,
his Q is only like on a 2-second cooldown there.
don't worry, man. You'll learn. You'll learn. But here we are, semifinals, Fight Club, number 10, Twisted Fate being played by iKarry, up against Jarvan the Fourth, played by Drake. So you see both of them have those teleport skills, although Twisted Fate, he's going to have quite a bit of mobility. Teleport, flash, and his ultimate to get around the place. We're going to have to see what Jarvan can do to defend against that.
Pray for mercy from Puss in Boots, perhaps.
Nice
I was trying to think
there.
of a witty line to put, and all I could think of was Puss in Boots.
Observers to your towers. But yeah, they all know what to do. So good luck, have fun. We're going to see iKarry go up against Drake's. iKarry going with the boots and 3-pot start. And let's just take a quick look at his skills. 382 movement speed. He is just zooming around, and 56 attack. So he has a few points at least in AD and magic resistance as well. 9 points magic resistance. Other than that, a little bit of attack speed difference. So I'm actually inclined to say he might actually be in a defensive tree.
Jarvan Drake's here. He's going the poor man's Doran shield, which is cloth armor and HP pots out the wazoo, 5 in fact. Going 42 armor, 39 magic resist, 324 movement speed, and a base attack of 54, which is pretty low. But you got to factor in his passive there, which will do a lot of damage early on versus the Twisted Fate. In fact, Drake's, or rather Jarvan's early Q and E combo is quite an effective combo and does quite a lot of damage if you land it, especially if you also land an auto attack with it for the passive proc.
Sorry, I think my mic was muted there.
It was muted.
Yeah, my mistake. But yeah, that passive, 4% I think, right?
Yeah, I believe it is 4% of their current HP, not maximum.
Yeah, cause I do remember I very likened it akin to Madred's Blood Razor.
Wow, and that Twisted Fate is just zipping around.
Yeah, he's moving at 382 movement speed, which is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
But you see that? Taking a chunk of iKarry's HP off just with a simple Q. Going at 2-1 right now, and finally evening up their iKarry. But iKarry, look at that, just poking him to death there with his Q.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous range, to be honest.
It is. I mean, wait till if he gets level 2 and it can land his combo, I'm telling you, just wait. Level 2 here.
So he's going to take level 2. Now, Jarvan, he's a fairly scalable hero. Oh, the gold card coming out, but Drake's missed.
Taking so much damage. Look at that. I told you, if he can land that combo there, he will do so much damage. But there it goes. Now, keep in mind, Jarvan does have more HP pots than iKarry. So if he needs to, he can outlast him in the laning phase, which would cause iKarry to go back. Hopefully, he can force him to go back before level 6 so he doesn't just blow his ultimate to come back instead of using teleport.
Well, I mean, with that banner, I mean, he's also going to be afforded a good amount of mobility to catch iKarry because he can just throw it down as well. Now, did my eyes deceive me? He threw up that gold card, but Drake's actually jumped into him and popped it, or did he actually get stunned for that?
The gold card looked like it only stunned him for about half a second. Because it looks like he was already connecting with the banner when it actually connected with him.
Yeah.
So,
what it looked like to me,
Drake's actually got lucky there, I think, with this
timing.
combo.
Yeah. Now, I mean, he might be able to do some good work there with his passive, but I mean, this creep wave is no joke. It's actually pushing Jarvan a little bit too towards his tower for comfort.
Yeah, Jarvan's now having a little bit of trouble dealing with this creep wave here.
But he'll come through. I mean, he's Jarvan.
Well, he can Q and kill about 2 of them if he wanted to, which I think he's just saving this Q though to. Oh no, he barely missed iKarry right there.
Well, but iKarry,
a bit of damage going to iKarry there for the tower.
Yeah, definitely you can see these pots coming into effect. Now, IK is level 4. He does still have that teleport ready to go, and he does have the boots as well. He will have his ultimate at 6, so he should be able to get back to this lane, no problem. Look into the creeps, they're fairly even, 18-17, so we're likely not to see him escape back home yet, because we don't really have a lot of gold masked, and
But
really...
iKarry has already, though, taking a lot of damage and having used all of his HP pots. Look at that. Even though iKarry got a stun and his wild cards off on Drake's, Drake still was able to do a fairly good amount of damage there with, I believe, just his Q.
Well, I mean, 4% every time if he times it right. I mean, that's
But keep in
gonna
mind,
add
the
up.
lower the person goes, the lower person goes, the less damage it actually does. But his Q damage, if he's leveling that up first, which I assume he is quite a good little nuke there, as you can see. And plus, it lowers armor pin, or it does armor pin rather. So, if he gets an auto attack right after that, he is really taking advantage of that with the full. And looks like iKarry forced to go back there. So Drake is going to be up in the experience, most definitely. And Drake actually taking this opportunity to use his banner there to clear out the entire creep wave, get level 6 early. So now this is going to be interesting here, because if Drake's comes against iKarry, before iKarry can, get away from his... he's actually going to go back. I was going to say that if Drake's can actually do some damage to iKarry and then use his ultimate, he could just outright kill iKarry if he wanted to.
Well, he could try, definitely, but we got the level 6 here with iKarry, and he has picked himself up a Doran's Blade and a whole bunch of health and mana potions. I do see Jarvan coming back again with a Doran's Blade. Going to keep that cloth armor there simply for that armor, not going to really do anything with it for
He
now.
could turn that into a Heart of Gold and then almost be unkillable at this level if he wanted to.
But there's no armor on that.
Oh, look at this. Oh, he's going to take a hit from the tower. He's trying to get him to bait his flash. He's not using his ultimate. There it is. So Drake's made him use his flash. You notice he didn't go in there with his ultimate. He was waiting for him to actually use his flash to get away, so that next time they actually engage, he could use his ultimate there and get him trapped inside. So that was very nice of Drake's to actually wait for that. Some people, just... Oh, look at this. iKarry coming with a gold card, but with a red buff, but having to immediately back off there, just not enough damage, even with a... red pot in there to take down Drake's. Drake's, of course, spotting the Doran's Blade extra HP, the health, and the health pots rather, and then a cloth armor.
I can kind of see what you mean about the whole tank ability. If he goes to that Heart of Gold, I mean, it was a nerfed item. It no longer has that armor stack on it, but it still gives 250 health and 5 gold per 5. Or is it 5 gold per 10? No, it's 5 gold per 5.
Yeah, it's I believe it's 10 gold per 5, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think it's 10, but whatever. Yeah, it got nerfed. Nobody seems to want to use it anymore. The whole tanky metagame is shifting. But Drake's looking very good right now. Now, we do have that red pot on iKarry, you did say. I thought it was very aggressive for him to jump right beside Drake's.
Yeah, he's trying to take advantage of getting in some pokes there and trying to keep Drake's back. He does have the range advantage to Drake's if he times it right with his gold card and then wild card stun combo. Because Drake's doesn't have time to actually... Oh, nice little poke there at iKarry. Because Drake's doesn't have time to set up. His combo does take a little bit of time to set up. And iKarry definitely has the pushing capability to outpush Drake there. And but look at that. iKarry is in position there. But Drake choosing not to follow.
Well, it's kind of hard to follow because, I mean, we do have the movement speed advantage here on iKarry. And, he does have a lot of card spam.
Keep in mind, though, Drake does have Ignite. I don't know if he used it on iKarry.
Yeah, he already did, yeah.
He already did, okay. Because I was about to say he could have actually then jumped onto iKarry, ignited him if he had it, and outright killed him.
But no, he already had that Ignite because, as he did say, he was baiting out that flash. He had to get them, realistically low, make it look like he was going to jump it. But now Drake's, I don't know, we have a good amount of tower damage going down. We don't really have much on iKarry's, and now iKarry does have that gold card. Drake's, though, I mean, he looks like he could regenerate quite quickly. He's staying very healthy in this lane, despite all the harass going down from iKarry.
Yeah, he just now used his last HP pot there, so now he's down to just boots, cloth armor, and a Doran's Blade there.
But he also has no teleport yet.
He is. I'm gonna mute my mic here for just a second to take care of something. I hope you can take over just a second here.
The ferret got loose. Alert the police. But yeah, that's fine, dude. Go take care of that. Jaden, I think you're still here, right?
I am here.
Yeah.
Yay.
So the hearts of gold is definitely 5 per 10.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
I said 5 per 5 like an idiot. So yeah.
But
no worries
it's so
there.
much weaker than it was. The
Yeah.
armor made the item, but it was really seriously being overused.
Well, yeah, like I think it was what the premier game last week. There was no less than 7 or 8 hearts of gold per team.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
everybody had one. It didn't matter what character you played.
So-
You pretty much had one.
We may see that come out. We may not. Philosopher's Stone didn't get touched, weirdly enough, but nobody really seems to use that except the roaming supports, and they don't really have a place here in the 1v1. Look at iKarry just chase out Drakes at this point. Gold card in effect. Not going to be using it though. And yeah, what do you think so far of this whole Jarvan versus TF matchup?
I don't know. I mean, Jarvan's built on armor, so I don't know. I wouldn't have picked TF to go against him, but it was blind pick, so.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure they
You get some armor pin though, and carry could be good. The movement speed.
All
Drake's
right,
not
I'm back.
being able
I'm
to
sorry
catch him.
about that.
And I'm going.
Everything is a-okay.
Thanks, Jaden. So the ferret was found. Nobody has to call the police. It's all good.
That wasn't it. I didn't. Having a little bit of action there on iKarry though. Drake's is quite low though on mana and HP now. It's kind of tables have turned there. Oh, and getting those wild cards too. But no, it was actually a girlfriend wanting to know what we wanted for dinner. So
Well, that's
I
important.
had
too.
to
Man's
have
gotta
her,
eat.
get that. But I hope to dear God, Jarvan can get back in time before this tower gets down. Because look at that, doing so much damage to that tower now. And Drake's has 3 Doran's blades here. We're seeing a lot of Doran action this round, or not this round, this series.
Tonight. Yep.
Yes, tonight. And really, Drake's needs to just try to kill iKarry because with iKarry's ultimate up, with teleport, he's not going to get a lot of... Oh, and there it is. There it is. Okay, he's going to back up a little bit. iKarry was able to move out in time just before he was able to use his W and R as a combo against iKarry. But what I was going to say is Drake's needs to get a kill here because iKarry can be in the lane, a lot quicker than Drake can at this point. And that tower is already way too low where if Drake does not, defend in middle lane here, not let it go actually to his tower, then his tower is in trouble.
The tower is definitely in trouble, and as I said in that first round, you will have these snowballing catastrophes come out. Oh, iKarry jumping right in there.
But he's going to commit to it, but the thing is here, he's not getting a lot of damage there. I almost think he used his ultimate there just to kind of bring iKarry down, force him to go back yet again if possible. But iKarry did have an HP pot, and of course he does have Elixir of Fortitude. He actually has 2 HP pots, so that is not going to be the case. And now Drake is out of mana pretty much. He's going to be able to use his Q&E a couple more times perhaps, but definitely not enough, I don't think, to kill iKarry outright.
Very likely not, but you will notice there's a big key difference here in both Drake's and iKarry. iKarry's gone to town like 6 times. And using that ultimate just to come back into the lane, whereas Drake's has only gone back twice because he has to depend on that teleport. So you do kind of see a little bit of an item difference here. iKarry, with the next tier of boots up to 400 movement speed. Drake's, he did go to town, pick up those quick Doran's blades and come back. Now Doran's blades, you will see them a lot in the 1v1s because typically games are over by the 15 to 20 minute mark, and that's typically when they shine. Early to mid, they kind of do lose their whole luster there in the late. But I mean, the longest 1v1 game I've ever done is 25 minutes. And
yeah, I
even
think Drake
then,
at this point knows that he's been beat. I honestly don't see how he could actually come back from this.
Oh, he's gonna come look for iKarry. He almost found him actually because he was just in the bushes going back to town. But nope, no dice, not gonna find him.
But I mean, I think Drake really. If I would have seen iKarry's strategy, obviously was not to fight Drake, it was just to push because Twisted Fate can do that quite well. I almost would have expected Drake to go maybe like a Wriggles Lantern, because with that he have sustainability in the lane, or now within the recent nerf, not so much actually. But what he would actually have, he would have had it from auto text rather, but he would have been able to clear the creeps out faster. Because right now, iKarry can actually clear those creeps out a lot quicker. And Drake is going to have to commit here to try to get some damage. But Drake is actually going to end up being taken out by iKarry here. The creeps on him getting first blood. And that is GG right there.
You will notice iKarry rocking 2 potions. about the elixir
Yeah,
of agility,
elixir of agility and
fortitude.
So.
Yep. All right, and that's it. I mean, this is why iKarry is the king right now of the 1-versus-1 league. He definitely knows what to do. He's very practiced, and he's been doing, quite a few of these cups. So, I mean, we're in cup number 10. He's won a few of them himself, and I'm gonna go kill myself a little Timo over here. Come back here. But yeah, we are going to move on here to the finals of the Fight Club number 10, and it is going to be iKarry versus, well, whoever won between Toxic Boy and Istvan. So, stay tuned, guys. We got a best of 3 coming up. Spunkify and FourCourtJester are going to be covering that to you guys live, and, stick around because we got that coming up right now.